Don Caesar Shadem. I have seen a few meteors that leave green trails. What is burning green, or is that a Doppler effect? Why no green stars? Why no green in my portfolio? um, I'm not sure exactly what makes the green trail of comets or meteorites when they come into the atmosphere, because it can be a host of different things. I'm sure if it's a iron nickel meteorite, it might have a bunch of copper inside. You might get green from that. It could just be the Rayleigh scattering of off the nitrogen atoms in the atmosphere makes it kind of greenish bluish. But why no green stars? We talked about this in the show before. And actually, Elon tweeted out not too long ago. I got to go to this one, and then I got to go here. There we go. Oh, come on, mouse, work. Okay. So I got to turn off Chrome. Wink. There we go. There's our paint. Okay. So there's this thing called the black body radiation curve. And actually, let me pull this up first. Here we go. All right. We'll go first. I'll show you on the internet. So black body radiation curve is a curve. So under the curve is the total amount of energy expended by a body radiating something. So like a human being radiates at about 300 Kelvin. We peak in the infrared, way off here outside the visible spectrum. A pretty powerful star will peak way up here in the blue, ultraviolet, purple range. It's a pretty powerful star up here. A medium-sized star like our sun will peak right here at green, right in the middle. So the sun is technically a green star. And smaller stars, little M-class stars, they'll peak out here in the red or maybe in the infrared as well. So they'll be tiny little red stars. These are the type of stars that the Predator is from. That's why the Predator's vision was dominated by infrared, because that's the amount of light that he got. And human eyes actually peak in the green spectrum. We see green better than pretty much anything else. All the plants are green because they're absorbing green sunlight all the time. And that's how chlorophyll works. So if we kind of zoom in, right? So let's say we got ourselves this little medium-sized star here like our own. And we zoom in. Come on. There we go. Got my brush size. Bam. So the black body curve looks something like that, right? And let's say the visible spectrum is in here. So if we zoom in on that part of the spectrum, it would zoom in and look kind of like this. And the visible spectrum, yaw and yaw. So we would have our ultraviolet or violet over here, blues, lighter blues, and then we get into our greens, right? Greens in there, and we got our yellows and oranges and pinks and red. So got a Roy G. Biv basically here. And because this is fairly flat, it's almost, while it technically might peak, right here in green, the very, very middle of that peak is at green. When you mix all the colors of light together, you get white. So our sun is kind of white-yellow as a result. You can have stars that peak in the yellow. Ours actually peaks in the green. Because it's almost an equal mixture of all the other colors, it's kind of yellow-white. And that's why there's no green stars. Because whenever a star peaks in green, it's almost a perfect blend of all the other colors of the rainbow, and that makes white. If you're looking at your screen right now, and you see this white background, and you get, if you're on a cell phone, you get your eyeball real close to that thing, or which drawer do I keep it in, monkey? Oh, here we go. Like I've got a loop here. I've got a loop that I can use for gemstones. And if you have a magnifying glass, you can magnify your screen and you can see the individual pixels. And you will see on the white of the screen, even amounts of red, green, blue. Absolutely perfect even amounts of red, green, blue being projected by the individual pixels on the screen to form white. It's pretty freaky looking. But that's what happens. Perfect mixture of the primary colors will give you white. white is the presence of all colors. Black is the absence of all colors. So give it a whirl. Take a magnifying glass and put it right up to that screen, right up to the screen, and you'll be able to see all the colors mixed in there.